Yeah. Okay. So in the previous session we have discussed about that what do you mean by an algorithms, what are the characteristics of an algorithm. Okay. So in this session we will see few examples related to algorithms and what are the step by step process we have to apply to specify algorithm. Okay. So now in this case, so what I am trying to say is example of an algorithms. Okay. So first of all, let me take a simple example to find the factorial of a given number. Okay. So if I want to find out a factorial of a given number, first of all I have to verify how can we find out the factorial of a given number. For example, okay, what is my requirement? The first example is to find out factorial of a given number. Okay. So how can we find out a factorial of a given number generally? The given number n equal to 4 if we have take. Okay. Generally 4 factorial, okay, is nothing but 4 into 3 factorial is nothing but n into n minus 1 factorial. After that again what we have to take? 4 into 3 into 2 factorial. Okay, is nothing but in each and every step you have to reduce that particular value by 1 followed by factorial you have to apply. Okay, and like this 4 3s are 12 generally. So at the end also you can able to take that and 2 into 1 factorial. Okay, so generally you can take 1 factorial value is 1 and also 0 factorial value equal to 1. Okay, 1 factorial or 0 factorial value is 1 only. Okay, so 1 factorial once if I found, I can able to say that 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24. Okay, and 24 into 1 24. So this is the logic I have to apply. Assume that n equal to 4 is nothing but how can I take n factorial whenever I am taking n into n minus 1. Okay. After that again you have to keep on apply this particular procedure until finding the output. Okay. So these steps I have to apply to represent a factorial of a given number. Okay. Now let me write an algorithm to find out factorial of a given number. Okay. That we will see now. Okay. So in this case, okay, the factorial is will be taken as, so now in this case let us have an example. Now I am representing in this case. So factorial will be taken like this. First of all I have to take algorithm. Okay, and what is the name of the function I have to take? Is nothing but fact. I am taking fact and I am taking that int n. Okay, so n value I have to take. Okay, so in this case by default you have to take the default values is nothing but 0 factorial or 1 factorial. Sometimes n may be 0. If the n value is 0 you have to return 1. If the n value equal to 1 you have to return 1. Other than that then you have to apply that particular procedure. Okay, in order to specify this particular procedure we have to take int fact, that is factorial of a given integer n. Okay, if the n value is equal to 0, okay, then I have to return 1. Okay, or else, okay, else if n value equal to 1 then I have to write return 1. Okay, means the n value other than 0 and 1 then you have to go for our logic. Okay, that we are representing inside the else part. Okay, is nothing but if the n value equal to 0 return 1, if the n value equal to 1 return 1. other than these two values, for example n equal to 2, then I have to go for applying this particular procedure. What is that? It is nothing but simply written n into n minus 1. Okay, of course you can take simple. Okay, n into n minus 1 at the end, semicolon. Okay, so now what type of algorithm it is? It is nothing but recursive algorithm. Recursive algorithm. Okay, what we are applying here in this case, we are applying the recursive algorithm. Where we are applying, you may have a question, then where we are applying is nothing but here we are applying the recursion. But in this case, can we write like directly like this, n into n minus 1, but n minus means where we are applying that recursion, here you must use fact of n minus 1. So that there in this case, we can say instead of writing n minus 1, so most of the cases will do the mistakes over only. Okay, over here only. So that's why to make you understandable much more easiest manner, where exactly you need to concentrate more and more, that's why I have represented here. Okay, now actual procedure is you have to apply this particular function like this. Is nothing but whenever you are taking this particular one, so you have to take first value n factorial if you are having. Okay, what is your procedure? N into, okay, and n minus 1 factorial. But factorial, how you are calling in this case? Fact of, okay, n minus 1 and n into, okay, this is I have to return. Okay, so that's why return n into n value must be less than 1, but that after reducing the n value by 1, that value I have to give as a parameter into the fact function. Okay, fact of n minus 1. Okay, so this is general procedure. How can we find out factorial of a given number? Okay, so let me apply in this case. You can go for any procedure. This is the procedure we have to apply. Okay, in this procedure what you can take n value anything, and after that you are going to be find out the factorial of a given number. This is one kind of recursive algorithm example. Okay, this is an example for recursive nature. So how we are calling this particular function in order to solve our problem. Okay, what type of algorithm it is? It is a recursive algorithm. Okay, it is a recursive algorithm we can say. Okay, this is a simple example regarding an algorithm. Okay.